Hi, welcome to Bougie and Pop's Retirement Life, Pop's Edition. This is the pump, the motor and pump from our stock tank pool. We have a small stock tank pool in the backyard for the grandkids. I went to put the filter back on and went to start it, and it just hummed like it was seized up. So I had to take this off, and so I had to take this. I just disassembled it, and what we did is we just went and ordered a whole new filter. But I wanted this as a backup. So what I did is I took this off, and I brought it to an electrical motor place. He does small motors and pumps and things like that. Well, he wanted $145 an hour to work on this. The whole filter only cost $130. So I decided to take it apart myself and to see if I can free up that bearing or replace that bearing or whatever. So let's get started. Well, I'm taking apart this pump and motor from our pool filter because there's apparently a bearing in here that is binding up and making the pump come to a halt. I've never had one of these apart before, so this is only a test. I don't know what I'm in for. I don't know what tools I'm going to need to get this apart. This is just the pump and motor off a small sand filter. This is the electrical end of it. Have to be able to get some of these screws that are behind this compartment here. Now, I'm not sure if the bearing that is binding up is in the pump part of it or in the electric motor part of it. I am going to take a seat now. They must have some of these screws Loctited in. Had to use a little impact to get this one out. It's coming apart. believe the impeller was holding this on. Yeah, I just removed the O-ring, which seals the impeller compartment from the pump, from the motor, the electric motor. Going to need to get some more tools to continue with the disassembly. Okay. More tools are needed. Getting to this bearing, it looks like it's a little tough to get to. I can see the corrosion down in there. I'm going to try just to spray some WD-40 down there to see if I can get this to loosen up. think I'm gonna let it sit for a little while, and see if we can get it from the back side here too. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it sit for a while and see if it gets any better. We'll be back in a little while. Well, I continue to spray some WD-40 down in there, and I'm going to spray a little bit more. Trying to get this apart might be more difficult than I thought, and I also don't want to break anything because I'm not sure if I can even get the parts. Other than things like if it was a bearing and I could get this apart, I could get the bearing at any bearing shop, I'm sure. So I'm just gonna spray some more WD down in here, and WD-40, and just let it maybe sit overnight and see what it's like tomorrow. Hit it in a couple different spots here. She's definitely turning a lot easier than she was, so that's a good sign that maybe I can get away with just keeping this thing lubed up for the season. And I think I'm just gonna let it sit and see if it gets in there and penetrates, and see what happens. I'll continue on it tomorrow and see what happens. I let it sit overnight, and it turned very easily. So I reassembled the pump to the motor. Lubricated the O-ring that seals the pump from the motor. I put a little never seize on some of the screws, so they're a little easier coming out if this happens again. I ran a test, and it ran fine. So I think this is going to be a great backup to the new one that we got. If anybody has ever done one of these, leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel for more DIY retirement projects. If you are a fan of WD-40, give this video a like, and see you on the next one.